Hello, welcome back to Comms Noise. We're going to talk about now the Corellian conflict squadrons that were out in an article FFG released a couple of weeks ago.
Draw their fire.
So, first up for the Rebels is Rogue Squadron. It's worth noting it's unique because it has a dot. So you can only have one, so you can't make all your X-Wing squadrons like this, which is unfortunate. So it's standard X-Wing stats, 3 speed, 5... is that called hull for squadrons? Or damage for squadrons? Hit points?
We know what we're talking about.
It can take 5 damage before it dies. Damage. It's got 4 blue anti-fighter, 1 red anti-ship. It's a bomber, so the crits add to damage total and resolve crit effect against ships. But it's different to normal X-Wings because it's rogue and it's 1 point more.
Has no escort.
Yeah. It has no escort, yeah.
Rogue,
very good point.
Rogue Squadrons have time to be escorting people, they do their own thing.
So what do people think about that? I think generally, if you're going to have X-Wings, you probably will have this for one of them, unless they're specifically there just to escort.
It tends to be what they're used for anyway. So when I first saw it, I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
But as I've seen the other ships coming out, and I just don't... Maybe if you've got 14 points, you just need to blow on something.
It's not particularly exciting, is it? I guess you might use it, Matt, and you're like, I don't want to push squadrons. I hate pushing squadrons.
I absolutely love this card. I mean, those of you who played against me know that I don't run a huge amount of squadrons. I always, even if I have no squadrons, I still got an anti-fighter plan. Usually that's mostly run away at high speed. But no, I just dislike it in a game where the theme is running large ships, throwing broadside at each other, going for the long-term outmaneuver, how to sacrifice all my kind of interesting actions, like Imagine Squadrons. So this is why I'm really excited.
But it lets you preempt stuff, and it lets you do cool things to them, like flight control them.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I think it's right that you have upgrades to ships that are control squadrons, add benefits to them other than just making them work.
Yeah.
So anything that brings rogue. So I think we're going to cover. The Ghost be covered, or we cover it in the future at some point.
The what? Sorry,
The Ghost.
The Ghost. That's wave 5.
That's wave 5.
We don't know too much on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. Anything that's got rogue runs itself means I can run it as a squadron properly.
But the 2400 is 2 points more expensive, and you can have as many as you want, and it has a black for a ship.
True, yeah.
I just think that's better in every way.
Except for the fluff.
The fluff.
Nobody wants to be playing Star Wars and watching 8 YT-2400s. No, you want a rogue squadron coming in, throwing somebody away.
You want a wave of Y-wings and 2 Hawks flying at you, right? That's Star Wars.
What's wrong with the Y-wings?
Isn't the 2400s, they speed 4 as well?
Yeah.
They are speed 4.
So
they're amazing.
So when you compare this to those, you just...
This is 2 points less.
Yeah.
If you can't afford one, you can get the cheaper one. That's all it's for, I think.
Yeah.
But
it's not great.
But in the campaign, you get veterancy bonuses for your unique squadrons. So
Recon gets to use it. That's a bonus. That's about the only real...
So Recon, you're right. Recon,
another zombie X-wing that you can
another zombie X-wing.
It's nice
because it's not escort. You can use other X-wings to escort it.
Great,
Smart.
That's what you wanted to
keep
do.
it alive.
Top tech there.
Or you throw damage onto it from Biggs, and then they can't.
You can't. It's not an escort.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get to Biggs later.
Yeah.
Right.
So all of that basically means is that the
Biggs
the Imperial one of that is actually a lot better, I think. So this is Black Squadron.
Black Squadron, which is basically a TIE fighter, but it gains counter 1 and escort, but it has no swarm. So, I don't know.
1 point more?
So escort is going to die in 1 salvo, but that's still a shot that has to be done.
They'll die. Run alongside Denga.
Exactly. I was going to say that's what I like this for. Just because it's I know it's only 1 escort, but it helps you position. I like playing Dengar a lot, so it helps you position so that it's 1 extra shot that they can't assassinate Dengar with, and the counter adds as well, just to help.
And it's
do more damage.
3 points cheaper than a TIE Advance.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I definitely run this over a TIE Advance, but. How much hull is a TIE Advance? What, 5?
5, yeah.
So this
will take an extra shot.
This will die quick, but
if it doesn't, it's very annoying.
I just think it's cool to be annoying, and it's 9 points. That's cheap. It's just so cheap.
You may as well take that over just a standard TIE.
Yeah.
just to
Again,
take the hit.
unique, a one-off. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't find one,
It's not
point
going to
in
make
the list-
a huge difference to the game, let's be fair.
No, it's not.
It's just like...
whoa.
It may save you that.
Yeah, in a year's time, we'll talk about Worlds 2017.
No.
Who would have thought that Black Squadron?
Chris Roberts gets knocked out in the finals of Worlds.
Worlds are in May, not a year's time, 6
Ah.
months, because they're changing the track.
Yeah.
That's the issue
So-
you had with the part about you getting knocked out by. Fair enough.
Well,
Right.
yeah, obviously that's going to happen. Obviously, I'm going to get to World's Final with Black Squadron in my list.
Just Black Squadron and a large bin.
And it's going to be down to Black Squadron that I got there.
Black Squadron and the flotilla, and just boop.
Right, well, those two are the kind of noddy ones. Now we're on to a bit more exciting. So we've got Sabre Squadron, which is the Interceptor special. Again, it's unique. So it's a normal Interceptor stats with 5 speed, 3 damage, 4 anti-squadron, 1 blue anti-ship, so 4 blue anti-squadron. It's still got Swarm, but it loses counter from the normal Interceptor, but it's got Snipe 4, which is the first time we've seen Snipe on a card. So you can attack squadrons at distance 2 with anti-squadron armament of 4 blue dice. This attack ignores counter. So it's the same. You can attack normal stuff with your normal thing with 4, but you can also snipe at 2 with 4, but it ignores counter. But I think it's because it's at distance 2. If they're closer, if they're in the band of 1, because I think at means you have to be somewhere in that band. You have to be touching that band.
So we assume you can't snipe if you're inside.
So if you're in, if
Yeah,
they're
you can't-
inside
you
you,
can't
you
snipe
can't snipe if
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
inside your in your
I think
range.
I think it's like clarified somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think it's in the rule. It doesn't need to be clarified because it's just at means it's specifically defined in the rules. I
Yeah.
think so.
I
So
think
it has been clarified. in the rule book.
most clarifications appear to be someone saying just read the rules.
Yeah. Let's have a little look at the rule book.
What's interesting is
So-
like snipe is the right distance
it's-
what Reimer should have been.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll never change. So why dream? So it's 12 points, which is 1 point more. What do people think about that? Any thoughts?
I think its real value is that swarm as well. I think if you engage with your main bulk of your fighters, and this one just sits on the periphery. I mean, because you've got speed 5.
Mhm.
It's not rogue, is it? No, it's got speed 5. It's got snipe 4. You usually you nip it all over the place, taking out targets.
Finish stuff off that has a
engage with other
counter.
stuff.
Finish
Yeah.
stuff off that has counter, so you don't have to take the
How
last
does
counter.
it interact with escort?
It's same as normal. You
So you
still
have to
to.
you have to select the escort if you
No, because you're not going to be engaged with the escort.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You're not engaged with the escort. So
You
you
can-
can
Oh, yeah, if you're further than 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the anti-intel
Anti
thing.
intel. Yeah, okay.
Like
But
this
only
is,
if they play position there.
this is what's going to be in E-wings and stuff as well.
Well, I think
It's
2 isn't that
keyword.
far. It's like it doesn't add that. It adds
No, but
just over an inch more. Or something.
Yeah.
but
But it's
yeah, it might
more the
work,
fact that
yeah.
you're not getting engaged.
I guess
I
because
think
it's
it's
speed
significant,
5, it can make a difference. Yeah,
Mm.
because if it was speed 3, you could position stuff so that it can't come in. But 5, it can basically go where it wants to. So
I think it'll be amazing for
it's
a
only
one-off.
it's only 1 though. I guess if you took flight controllers in, dump something else in so that it can swarm,
There's bound to be more
and then
sniping.
just six blue
I think
dice, you might kill
Ewing's going to be
vanilla.
the main snipe, but I think then again that's wave 5 again, isn't it?
Wave 5 bring more snipers into it. I think
Yeah.
that'll be.
I think snipe 4 is an abnormally high number for snipe
Yeah.
value as well.
Yeah.
I think this will work very nicely, just like ringing around the outside. I mean, what was it? How many points is it?
12.
12 points.
not
right?
expensive.
If they want to divert a significant portion of whatever they're carrying to deal with this,
Yeah,
again you've won. Well, the little kind of mini battle you've got with your little fighters going on, it all adds up.
cool. So verdict on that, we think that's good. Anyone think that's not good?
No,
Nay.
I'd like to see an action first before I really.
Yeah.
Like, I think snipe could be big, but
Same.
we'll see.
Sabre Squadron's soon TFL's squadron, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
does that
they were the one at first, but I'm not sure where this
Right.
come from. The
Got
Wikipedia.
a lovely blood red stripe as well.
Do we think we can add blue dice to snipe as well?
No,
You think just a set
No,
number?
you're right. Yeah, you wouldn't be
It-
able to.
it
yeah.
depends. Yeah. No,
I think you
I
could.
don't think because it doesn't count as an anti-squadron armament, does it?
No, I think you're right. Yeah, so you can only have.
Oh, actually, no, it does with an anti-squadron. I don't know. Got to see how the things.
If you get to
interact,
reroll with swarm on
but,
it, so
got to see. How
And it's an attack. How runner would work with it because it's an attack.
Yeah.
Well, I'd have to actually read how
no,
this card to see how.
Isn't it another squadron engaged with attacking the?
No, it's a squadron within one of you gets another dice when it attacks.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
Yeah.
we got it. We got it here.
maybe we'll just look this up.
Later on the next one.
Yeah. Next episode, folks. Email us.
How we broke the game.
I'll tell you what, I'll look it up while you move on, Matt, and tell everybody else about
Okay,
the
and then,
next Interceptor Squadron.
So then Siena Re, I don't know how we're meant to pronounce this.
Is
but-
it Siena Re?
So a hard C like in Latin.
Who cares?
Anyway,
We don't care.
so it's an interceptor, standard interceptor stats. So it's counter 2 swarm. It has a brace scatter token, 17 points, and the special text is while you're defending, the attack is treated as obstructed, which seems pretty amazing. In terms of, if you shoot something and it counters, it's going to counter for 1 less. If you're running around trying to pick on squadrons, they're going to come back at you less viciously. But I mean, 3 hull,
And it does make her effectively immune to most AA.
She's
It makes
she's
her
got
immune to
scatter.
a lot of it. Yeah.
She's got scatter.
She's got scatter and stuff. I mean, still, I think Wedge, will come in and he'll be like,
Smasher,
I'll
yeah.
take 5 dice instead of 6, and I'll still kill you. Because you can still get the 2 tokens and 3 damage. But
It's a shame it didn't stack with the radar jammer.
I've seen the
Sense of gem.
Yeah. I've seen the question posed. It's my understanding of this ability, as it says, like when defending attacks obstructors, it isn't giving you like a typo ability for free on the slide. Like you can still be engaged
Yeah.
and locked into your position.
Yeah.
It just means all this
Not
means. I think
prevented
is you're
from
losing a
engaging.
die. The
Yeah.
attacker's losing a die.
Yeah, but I've seen a lot of people forum
Saying you can't be engaged
thinking
either.
spelling it is
Oh, right.
Yeah, because it's only the attack. It's only when you're defending, right? And when you're moving, you're not defending.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully not.
I agree. That's how it works. So, and that's 17 points.
Yeah.
How's that compared to Soon to Fell?
No one compares to Super. Oh yeah, this game. Yeah, sorry.
1 point less than Soon to Fell.
I think Super Fail's ability though is you build your little techie fighter list around it, and I've seen some quite good 60-point, very efficient for the points you're spending builds.
Yeah.
With more than Mythos into a fail.
Yeah.
Tie advanced. I think you build it just differently with her.
Yeah. She's just a survivable, annoying interceptor, isn't she? But the great thing about interceptors is they do loads of damage, so they can be really. They're not just like they hang around and do nothing back to you.
Isn't
They
there a new
actually
one
are.
that can't be hit if something else is nearby engaging?
Yeah, well,
That stacked
we'll
with
come
that
on to
one. That would be
Yeah.
quite good.
So I've looked up Howlrunner, and the wording is while another friendly squadron with swarm at distance 1 is attacking a squadron, it may add 1 blue die to its attack pool.
okay, so you can
I
snipe
think
5.
I think it works
Snipe
for snipe.
5.
Yeah.
What about the flight controllers wording?
Oh, you guys!
So you think you get 6?
Right. Fortunately, I think I can.
If anybody's rolling intercept die, not rolling 6 attack, they're doing it wrong. Wedge coming in with 6. No. All your intercepts coming in with 6. But 8.
Flight controllers. The anti-squadron armament of each squadron you activate is increased by 1 blue die until the end of the activation.
So maybe that one won't work on
No,
it.
that
that's
one
what I
doesn't
think.
work.
That probably doesn't work. All right.
I think you only get 5 blue dice.
Just
for the
5.
reroll.
How
5 with the reroll, I know.
Okay,
Any more on Sienna?
So what's the white wing?
not
She's
really.
a bit kind of meh, isn't she?
Bleh.
I think she's cool as like a thorn in the side. She's not like game changing, or you're not going to build a list around her. I just chuck her in to be a bit annoying.
Well, if you combine it with Saber Squadron, you have Saber Squadron sniping around the outside, maybe have her holding it up, but then you're looking, you've got 2 trying dice with
That's a lot of points for what you
Too
could do.
expensive.
Just like, if it feels like now we get activations for cheap, we could just get cheaper squadrons.
Yeah. Well, I guess
That
if,
like we look at the world's final list with all those
yeah,
No aces, was there?
generics. Yeah.
Yeah.
no one's attacking. No one's attacking.
When it comes down,
Are they?
when it
Oh,
comes,
you're instructed. I don't care because I'm putting a black dice into your shit.
yeah,
It's
when
your
it comes down
character.
to it, you want to save the points here and there,
Yeah.
and then save up for more squadrons. And having said that, I think the next one is amazing and will be an auto include for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Captain Jonas.
Here's one to
is
build a
that-
list around, isn't
Is
it?
that me? Speed 4, hull 5, one black anti-squadron, 1 black ship. So that's the same as a normal bomber, isn't it?
It normally gets blue anti-squadron, doesn't it?
No, I think it's
Pretty-
black. Black
Oh,
anti-squadron.
okay.
Yeah, bombers are.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You got your
Well-
anti-ship missiles and your anti-squadron missiles.
Just the same.
While a friendly ship is attacking a ship at distance 1 of you, it may change 1 die to a face with an accuracy icon. Bomber, grit, and heavy. 2 brace tokens for 16 points. So same cost as Rhymer. So he's pretty tidy.
Pretty tidy. It's anti-flotilla tech. Although it's like.
You don't need your H9s anymore.
Demolish friend Jonas just rolling in like, hey Jonas,
next to flotillas.
I want to shoot that flotilla over there. And he's like, okay, bro. I'm going to line up. I'll give you that accuracy.
I'll target it on it. Yeah. The thing I like about him as well is he's got grit. So you have to, if you want to like invest pin him down, you have to really invest. And also, the other thing I like about him is you don't actually have to move and shoot him. So you don't even have to push him. Yeah, it's nice to get the black die from him, but you're actually mainly using him for the accuracy. So he just needs to move to wherever you think they're going to. If you've got first turn a Demolisher, just go and put him next to whatever Demolisher's going to shoot at next.
Yeah.
I suppose if you can get your Demolisher just to have a token, just to send them off in front of you wherever you're going to.
Yeah, you could do that as well. Like Comsnet Demolisher a squadron token or something, or Tarkin. Yeah. Tarkin it a squadron token.
But yeah, no, I think it's like, and just if you're running like an ISD, a heavy hitting ISD, like almost anything. You want to have Jonas in there.
There's nothing more annoying than rolling 8 die and you don't have leading shots and you don't roll an accuracy.
Yeah. There is more thing more than doing it without having leading shots. Doing it with leading shots
and still not
re-roll it.
Yeah,
I've seen people do that against my flotillas after I've messed up. And it's
frustration.
Yeah. I was alright with it.
What was it called?
Yeah,
it's still quite tanky.
Yeah,
I'd say I'm looking forward to Captain Jonas, but I think he'll just be in so many lists it'll get. I don't know that. It's so obvious, isn't he? There's nothing.
Then we were saying like flotillas seem to be a massive part of it now. And like flotillas sort of pushed Demolisher out of the way because now.
But it'll push Demolisher back in.
And now Jonas will be like, "Hey, Demolisher, come back."
What else? What else relies on certain tokens that would be vulnerable to having an accuracy potentially? Like corvettes, like Kraken corvettes.
A lot of their
redirects, just so you can.
Yeah, I guess at long range, if you can make sure that you can cancel the evade of something.
Yeah.
To just like those TRCs nipping away at you, and you can't do anything back because they're just evading everything.
Yeah. I think it was the AF2. It's got a very suite of tokens. It's only got 1 of each.
Yeah.
So no, that's why you always put that ECM on it.
Yeah, they aren't 72 points. They're 77 points with ECM. Or 79 points with ECM.
I've run without ECM before.
Look at the finals list without ECM. Like, it does get done.
What happened to it in the final?
Yeah, but you
didn't get scratched. Everyone's like,
nothing shooting back at it because they've taken 8 black rerollable dice, 2-time rerollable dice.
Yeah.
With you picking the crits.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've done that section.
He's going to be a good ship. He's going to be
good. He's going to be good.
So then the next is another TIE Bomber Squadron. But this is Gamma Squadron. Pretty much same stats as before.
Just got
Bomber with grit instead of heavy. Again, unique. 10 points. I think I'm definitely going to switch out 1 bomber for this.
Definitely, yeah.
Agree. Just to have grit, if your intel goes pop, and because you don't have heavy. Yeah, awesome. Not having heavy, it's amazing. But
emergency lockdown of someone.
Yeah, it's going to definitely gonna have a lot more unique cards on my side of the table now for squadron wise. Like when you fly Recon, you have the 8 lined up. Yeah. But now you've got to remember, that one's Gamma Squadron.
Yeah.
These are some normal bombers. This one's Jonas.
Well, you get it on the tile, don't you? You get it on the tile, but still.
With their mild variations in helmet covering.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, next we've got Biggs. He's probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. It seems a bit like almost combo-y though, like it seems a bit almost...
it's Biggs and Wedge.
Bit nasty. But I think the way that the wording works is actually... he won't necessarily be as bad as we first thought when we looked at him. Because you can't just put it round to everybody till everybody's got 1. You can only take 1 out of the pool, right?
Yeah.
So before we carry on, he's same as a normal X-wing, speed 3, 5 hull, 4 blue anti-squadron, 1 red anti-ship. So the other X-Wing guys have black anti-ship. He still just has red. Before a friendly squadron with escort at distance 1 suffers damage during an attack, you may reduce the total damage by 1. If you do, choose a friendly squadron with escort at distance 1. That squadron suffers 1 damage. He's got bomber and escort, 2 brace tokens, 19 points. So
He's great.
he's amazing, right? Potentially. But you can't. I think when we saw it first, we thought, maybe you could have 5 X-Wings and get them all down to 1 health before any die, but it isn't necessarily the case.
Was it the YT 1300 as well?
But,
you
can do
the other
30.
one.
Yeah, that's horrendous. Just nick all the damage off the X-Wings and stick it on YT 1300.
Oh, well, of course, for the damage that's left, you can, have Jan sat there being drawn, so that's also going to be 1 damage.
Gallant Haven
Jan.
and Jan, that's going to really knock down the damage.
Yeah,
of
so
anyone.
the key thing comes here with the wording in it, and because I think you have to apply defense tokens before you apply damage. You can't say, "Oh, we've got it. You've got 2. I'll brace it to 1. You take nut." You can do it that way, but you can't you can't do 3 damage down to. You can then brace it to 2. You still take 1.
You brace it to 2 damage.
Yeah, you're still going to take 1.
Bigs, so 1 comes off and goes on to another ship.
I'm
but he still
not
takes
speaking
1.
very well.
Yeah,
But then if
that
you
makes
got hit by
sense.
2, brace to 1, and then you can take that, and he's literally been taking no damage.
Yeah.
I think with him, I think you can do that.
I think it's a good ability, but like you say, spikes can get through it because it is only that 1 damage you can take off.
Yeah. And it does nothing
But
to Mauler.
if you go with Gallant Haven and stuff as well, Gallant Haven and Jan and all the rest of it, then it does make an
So
excellent
effectively, with Gallant Haven, say you've got 3 damage incoming.
Yeah.
You use a
goes-
brace token, brace it down to 2. You pass 1 off using Biggs' ability. Now, I believe that one, that's going to take it because it says suffer, it's not from an attack. But the one that Biggs is still taking,
That's right, yeah.
Gallant Haven stops that.
So Gallant Haven is before a
The
squadron.
one you pass, that gets passed when they
the other
suffer
one
that
gets
damage.
cancelled out, yeah.
The one you still take, so effectively Biggs gets hit with 3 damage, one other person takes 1 damage, that's what happens out of the attack.
Yeah.
That's a tanky escort, isn't that?
There was some chat about because Gallant Haven reduces it. Can you pass the damage off and then Gallant Haven reduces
No.
it? Like you said,
No,
because it suffers and
yeah.
Gallant Haven's only in an attack.
That's a click.
And also, it does nothing to Mauler, who just does it when he
I
moves.
do hope they don't. Was it errata that fact that Gallant Haven can't do it when the wording's clear, but they will.
Yeah, but he can make your again, like we say, it can unless they do something about intel. Kind of pointless because you can just stuff 8 Y-wings into an arc and go, Big soaks the damage up, does he? Does he soak up this damage on your ship with my Y-wings that I picked the crit for? That I can re-roll twice? No, he doesn't. But I think he makes insanely resilient.
I think
Insanely resilient.
anytime you see card art where the guy's rocking a moustache like that, you know they're serious.
He's got the porn tash. Is Biggs the guy who takes one of all the TIE fighters in first
just draws all
on
the
his
fire.
face, he draws all their fire
Yeah.
on the because he does that like an X-wing as well, doesn't he? You have to shoot him if you can instead of somebody else.
Yeah, but what X-wing ability is if someone's shooting somebody at range 1 of Biggs, then they have to shoot Biggs instead if they could.
Yeah. So it's fluff. So
It's been FAQ'd very recently, but the fluff's very similar.
Yeah.
Very fluff.
So he just draws people's fire.
I'm hoping they put a little bit more design thought into Biggs for this game system because I think it was for the good old days when they didn't realise X-wing was going to become a thing.
Yeah.
And these abilities are fairly well balanced, but now everything has to be play tested as if, okay, how does this interact with Biggs?
Yeah.
Some games he just locks you out. That's it.
Yeah, he is in so many lists now.
He's really strong. Yeah.
Fewer now, but anyway, that's an X-wing issue.
Let's hope that he, like you say, they've play tested him better in this, but he does look insanely strong.
Yeah.
From an anti-fighter perspective, I mean, he does nothing to.
We say anti-fighter.
He's
You
still
take
a
a load of
bomber.
X-wings
Still
as
a
a bomber.
bomber. Yeah.
You're going to have loads of other X-wings, which are all bombers.
Yeah.
A couple of bomber commands. It's going to be just spam X-wings.
Bombers.
X-wing doing what it should be. Versatile multi-role fighter.
It will do well.
Yeah.
He's freaking ace.
Okay,
All right, next.
And then next we have rocking a TIE fighter squadron is Valen Rudor. I don't know if that's
I have no idea who he is.
Valen Rudor.
that's the one.
From
Valen
where?
Rudor.
Where's he from?
Was he from the
Star Wars.
Rebels at any point? In X-wing, he flies a TIE Advanced prototype.
But here
maybe.
he's just in a TIE fighter squadron.
Yeah.
Who knows?
He's similar stats.
Ben's not here to know.
Yeah, Ben would know.
Similar stats to a standard TIE fighter, but his anti-fighter armament is 3 black dice instead of 3 blue.
Mm-hmm.
And his special text is, while an enemy squadron is engaged with another squadron, it cannot attack you, which is pretty great. And then he's got a brace and a scatter token, all for 13 points.
He's going to take a long time to kill.
And he works with what's that raider title that you used on me the other day, Matt? Insidious.
Instigator. So
I think he works with that.
Things at range 1 count as being engaged by 2 squadrons.
Yeah. So then, if it's just him,
so then you have to burn down the raider before you can kill this guy.
That's right.
I'm just loving the idea of him on the comms. So the other TIE fighters being, no. You are escorts. I know it doesn't say on the card, but.
Yeah, I mean, it's just another TIE fighter, and he's that cheap as well for 13 points.
And 3 blacks.
That's really consistent.
Oh, wow,
3
yeah,
blacks.
that.
3 blacks. And he's got swarms, so he can re-roll one of them most of the time.
Yeah.
And he's just another brace scatter, which is hard to kill, annoying.
It's just like almost guaranteed 3 damage every time.
Yeah, he'll go with Howl Runner.
Yeah, so you get that nice.
Yeah.
Three blacks and a blue, the classic anti-fighter.
You can have three blacks, 2 blues with fight controllers and Howl Runner, and re-roll one of them.
Just try and go for the target lock as well.
All the while throwing your wing mates into the path.
Does that get around counter as well? Because it cannot attack you, because counter is an attack.
Yes, it will.
So you can't counter it either.
No.
Oh, brutal.
So he's just there to kill counter shit.
He's just good to...
Oh yeah, because normally they would have that clause that would say something like, aside from a counter attack, but it doesn't say that. So
I assume,
that's going to be
FAQ.
It has to be FAQ now.
No, I like it.
Cannot attack you.
He's strong for the points.
So
very
it cancels all count.
But
He can't do it.
It is a one-off.
He's still a TIE fighter. It's 13 points. You know, even with
Mr. No Squadrons over here.
Even with each, when I fly squadrons, I tend to fly a lot of interceptors and TIE fighters, and you can smash someone's fighter wing out of the way. But even if they haven't got proper AA, you can suddenly find you've wiped. You get wiped by a few single shot AA rolls.
You're right. Yeah, he's vulnerable to AA, but he's got a brace and a scatter, so. Yeah. He's not going to be using the brace and the scatter on any other attacks because he's not going to get shot.
I think he's very good in the fighting game, but
he's good.
If you win the fighting game, what's he now doing for your list?
You get good bang for your buck with him with fight controllers, I think.
Oh yeah, I'd agree.
He just go around and just torch stuff, and you can't do anything about him.
I don't know if he adds enough to the fighting game. Well, at least the way that I remember a fighting game.
Yeah, I mean he's 13 points, which is 2 more than a regular interceptor.
Yeah,
he's pretty tidy.
That's more rules to remember in the middle of the game as well.
You're right.
Taking a long-term tournament and rules fatigue.
You're right. He probably.
I think he's an excellent card.
If you're gonna have a little wing that goes after squadrons, he's well worth having in it. Yeah. If you're just gonna bomb and don't care about.
I like the card. I'm going off it more and more. You got this ability where you're forcing people to attack the other ships around you, but you're the one who set up defensive tokens.
Yeah. Right, you're saving those for the AA.
Saving them for the AA. The inevitable and crushing AA.
Yeah.
Or the inevitable and crushing you're the last guy alive point.
Yeah. I think 13 points is about right.
Yeah. There's one thing that's missing from this card, I think, is just a ridiculously good moustache. He's got no facial hair.
Imperial regulations.
So, yeah.
Got a nice...
Maybe that's why Biggs joined the rebellion. He's like, I really believe in the Empire and its causes, but they won't let me have a moustache.
What's the background story on Biggs? Was he like...
Oh, he was Luke's child of friend growing up. So basically Biggs is the... he's the cool kid.
They used to shoot wombats together.
Yeah, Luke could shoot them, but Biggs was properly good at shooting them. Biggs went away to join the Alliance. Luke had to keep working on his parents' farm because, he's basically a wily school kid, Luke, isn't he? Biggs was off saving the universe. Interesting fact, Biggs was almost an ace on his first mission out. Took 4 kills in his first ever combat mission for the Rebel Alliance.
Ooh.
Did someone say he's force sensitive, possibly?
No. He's not got time for that. He's just really good at flying.
He's just got a great moustache. A great moustache.
I swear there was an Expanded Universe book at some point where Luke things to like test how force strong people are. They didn't call midi-chlorians because the book was before that film. Anyway, you test Wedge, and Wedge goes, okay, I'll be tested. Yeah, negative. I just like practice. Maybe you should try it. Luke.
Don't always rely on the force. Yeah.
Maybe use targeting computer and the force, Luke.
Yeah.
that Luke.
Extra accurate.
Okay.
Okay.
So
then-
he's cool, but jury's out on him. So next is Shara Bay.
Poe's mum, is that right?
I think so.
Is this Poe Dameron's mum?
Poe Dameron's mum, I think.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Really?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, that's a
Okay.
that's
Someone-
a good
someone
end to
message
that.
us.
Maybe.
Cast the
All right.
aspersions on his lineage.
Shara Bay, maybe Poe Dameron's mum. But what we do know is she flies in an A-wing squadron.
Well, she fights in an arc in X-Wing. Anyway,
This is Armada.
Yeah.
She flies an A-wing squadron,
So much better.
which is the same as a normal A-wing squadron. 5 speed, 4 health, 3 anti-fighter blue, 1 black anti-ship. When performing a counterattack, each crit icon adds 1 damage to the damage total, and she has counter 3. She has evade and a brace, scatter and a brace, and 17 points she costs. So again, she's almost like the other guy. She's really nasty and hard to kill, and you don't want to heart her or anything, but actually just ignore her.
Yeah, I think she's costly for a ship to ignore.
Just kill her with
Yes.
flak and hope for the best. Because counter 3, where
Crits do damage.
yeah, with
You'll take more damage from her most of the
each
time.
die is 75%.
If she's near Torrent Far,
Yeah, that would be a 75% to do.
It's effectively just exactly the same as if you'd said you have black.
So that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
2.25 expected damage, is it, for
Yeah.
each counter attack?
Basically, if you get 1 or less, you should feel robbed by the stats genie.
So in Recon's Aces, this
And Tycho, and then you go and pin the two ends of the line and go, well, it's going to take forever to kill me because I've got evade and I'm going to burn you with counters.
I think if we stats bashing, it's important to realise, obviously, I love the blue die because there's no black side.
Yeah.
And if your crits only count as hits against anti-squadron, even if you only get your 2 or 1 hit, you get something unique.
Yeah.
The ones that aren't hits are accuracies. So you're getting it through.
Yeah, because if you're countering a unique squadron that has a token or something,
Take that,
you can,
named interceptors.
she
Yeah.
does sound great, but like you said,
But you
no one will
could,
shoot.
you could basically nearly kill Mauler or something with this, couldn't you? But
really, would you shoot it with Mauler? Would you really?
no, you wouldn't. But that's what I'm saying. You'd
I just thought Moore's just lazy. He's just like, it's great.
don't need this.
Everybody gets a bit. It's fine. I'll just move to where I already am.
You get a damage, and you get a damage.
More AOE than all the large battleships in the game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if we see her that much. Maybe.
I'll be running her. I love A-Wings.
give her a go.
Yeah.
I think she could be good with Recon because she's just so annoying to kill. She can hang around for ages and then still not die.
Don't I like my animals to do things, not just,
Just die.
What, like what?
Recon's so lazy, he doesn't even bother removing shit from the board until the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it in a minute, guys.
Yeah.
This guy's dead. Yeah.
I'll remember. I'll remember.
In a minute, I'll remember. Can I just finish watching this TV program?
Yeah.
Just give me a break.
All right.
Next one.
And then I think so. I think
Last
this is
one.
the last one that that's
The best
is
one.
By far the best one.
Yeah.
By far the best. 10 num. B-wing squadron. Speed 2, hull 5, anti-squadron dice of 2 blue, 1 black, and then anti-ship dice of 1 blue, 1 black. 2 brace tokens, and the special text is, while attacking a squadron, you may spend 1 blue die with a crit icon. If you do, each other enemy squadron at distance 1 of the defender suffers 1 damage. And that's for 19 points. And that's insane. That's like more mythal, but insanely good.
Yeah, but remember,
It's not reliable.
but I
It's-
think you need Torrin Far with it because he's only got 2 blue anti-squadrons, and you only need a crit. Yavaris makes every squadron better.
Adar talent.
And Adar Talon, yes.
But I think to be able to get that effect, you need Torrin Far with
You
that
do.
because he's only got 2 blue, and it's a 1 in 4 chance of getting. So it's only
You might be able to add blue with
every
it.
other time you'll get one. So yeah, flight controllers, Torrin Far, you need.
But it's,
But again, it's like Shara Bay. You've got a use for your dead face down on the blue die.
yeah, but
Really?
with Mauler Mythal, you need some way of intelling so that he can repeatedly hop around. How much is a jump master? 12 points, but Torrent Fire is 7 points. And take your virus to 2 damage guaranteed, at least 2 damage to a swarm of things.
if you can get the crits,
if you can get the crits, but
which you might do sometimes.
you're likely to.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting to note the fact that It says every other ship. So the ship, the defender itself doesn't take damage. So there is the possibility there that you roll, say,
you're still going to take the damage you do
accuracy. But I'm saying you could miss with the rest of your shots. I mean, they can still get rid of the crit with the scatter.
Yeah.
But realistically, there's a very real possibility on that dice pool that you could damage everything except the person you actually shot at.
Yeah.
That's true.
The thing that makes this better than Maul of Mythol in my mind is that Maul of Mythol, his effect is from him.
Yeah.
Whereas this is from the defender. So whereas Maul has to like jump into the swarm, and crawl up to the swarm,
but
shoot something, and then.
But Ten moves 2 and has a range of 1. Mauler moves 4, so it's still more range.
This is where you have a talent.
But yeah, I think it's great because it's AoE. It's great for the Rhymer balls where they all stick within one of each other. Hit Rhymer and then everything within one of them, which is all their squadrons. Take splash damage. Just perpetually just chasing around the board, just hitting Rhymer.
Because Rhymer's going to get hit because what's he going to do? Brace away the crit token.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, so I don't think he's as good as we maybe think he. I think he needs more to make him more consistent. You need to have your He's only speed 2. You can avoid him.
But if you're taking B-wings anyway, I mean,
absolutely.
You're talking about your Varus, the other B-wings.
Yeah, if you're going to do that anyway,
you can make him work. What I love about him is he's a B-wing who's got very strong anti-fighter game. I was talking earlier about how I like the fact you've got some really cool fighters in here that are really good to win the fighter game. Yeah. Okay, but once you've won the fighter game, what do you do? Do you really want to take 100 points out of fighters? Like, what have they been doing to you? You haven't been doing that?
But all B-wings can do that.
What?
They all fire 3... Well, they do 3 blues, which is still good.
But yeah, there are better options for versatility, I'd say, than B-wing. But this guy, he's got the versatility.
And he's good at the moment because there's very few people who take low fighter count. Lots of people take lots of fighters, so he's going to just hit loads of stuff and do loads of damage, effectively.
I dread to think what my average fighter count is for
apart from you.
See,
right.
But they never expected to see no fighters.
So, in summary, then, probably nothing that's actually going to change the like meta of you can just fly stuff in and intel, but some really cool tricks, I think. And I'm looking forward because a lot of them are unique.
Yeah,
but they're all unique, aren't they? Yeah. So I'm looking forward to trying some of them out in Corellian Campaign. I think it's going
to be nice. I think it's going to diversify squadrons.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So you're not going to have the case of who's learned the correct activation order for this go-to list the best.
Yeah,
I think
because it'll throw. Yeah, they'll be spanned. You won't see the same list every time. There'll be some people would have different tech because they prefer a different way or they're trying to choose something different.
But of course, you could always time out by the end of round 2. If 10 num shoots 3 times into an X-wing swarm with Biggs, and Biggs tries to work out the most optimal way of.
What, and you get to 2 hours 15 minutes before just
shifting down around 10 nums.
I know, because it's an effect. It's not an attack as such for the others. So.
Fair point.
It's the same.
Down.
But potential counter. Very fair.
Well, there's a lot of different effects and all as you do them in there, but the only thing that really could maybe get the intel is that Saber Squadron with the snipe, but it's not really enough on its own to.
Yeah, but the next.
Maybe if you add it with IG-88, add it with IG-88 as well. Yeah. And you could realistically kill vanilla. You could kill vanilla intel stuff, definitely. The trouble is with IG-88 is he can never finish it off on his own. But now he's got Saber Squadron, he might be able to do at least jump masters and
2 4 attacks. Yeah.
To do jump masters, and he might even realistically kill like a Dengar or something on a lucky.
See what IG needs is like to get buddy up with Agent Callus. Squeeze Callus into the aggressor. And then just like Callus can be like, "Yo, let you roll an extra dice there," and just take those uniques out
with the controllers as well.
With flight controllers,
6 dice.
Always be flight controlling.
He doesn't have Swarm, but 6 blues is still.
Have words about that.
Cool. Right. Shall we look at the objective? There's one actual other. Is there one? We'll talk about at the end, which is the changing of the timetables for the tournaments. We'll talk about that quickly at the end. So we'll move on to what is your objective? A preview of the new objectives from the Corellian conflict. Who's at the start?
I've got the first one. So this is a red objective. It is close range intel scan. Which I love so far. So set up, place obstacles, adding the 2 dust fields as normal. Special rule, while one of the second player's ships is attacking a ship, the attacker may spend 1 die with an accuracy icon. If it does, the attacker's owner gains 1 victory token. While one of the player's ships is attacking a ship, so while one of the first player's ships is attacking a ship, the attacker may spend 2 dice with accuracy icons. If it does, the attacker's owner gains 1 victory token. So effectively here, in this game, when you're attacking, if you're a second player, you can sack off one of your accuracy dice to get 10 points straight on the board. If you're the first player, you can sack off 2 accuracies here. 2 accuracies for 1 victory token. So you're effectively pulling accuracies out of your dice pool to get points instead.
Is it worth just talking about what the dust fields are as well?
Good shout, yeah.
So they're quite, I don't know how big they are because we can't really see, but they're quite
big,
long and thin,
they?
aren't they? They look long. They look long for sure.
That's what she
What
said.
the effect is.
Well, one of the second player ships attacking.
Do we know what the dust field effects are? Apart from just their
You can't
ship
shoot
is
through
cool.
them.
Can't shoot through them at all?
Can't shoot through them. I thought it was the effect of
I'm pretty sure that's what it does, yeah.
Outrageous. Okay.
Squadrons
quite
can.
good.
Ships can't shoot.
Squadrons
either.
can, yeah, no
Yeah.
Ships can perform any attacks that would trace line of sight across the token.
Fair.
Squadrons can attack through a dust field, but their attacks are obstructed.
I mean, this
And how much of victory to point? 10 points.
10 points for a victory token. So
Pulling accuracies out.
if you think, you can effectively get 10 victory points on every attack you fire, even if you don't do any damage. So my initial thought on this was...
And one?
Yeah, exactly. Against flotillas, you really need an action token to stop that scatter.
You're not going to spend it, are you?
No, you're not going to spend it against flotillas. But if you have this objective here, what it means is if you're taking your H9 turbulators, you're taking your home on gun line, but if you come across something you don't need it, all of a sudden you're just raking your points. So you're getting rewarded for trying to counter whatever the emerging
what's
message
that
is.
one that comes with Liberty, which is when you have an accuracy, add another accuracy to your pool.
Yeah.
10-point laser.
Well, honestly, without that, you
just get like
the first player's not getting points without that. Because you got to drop 2 accuracy dice the first player to get 10 points.
That's an expensive laser as well. It's like 10 points, I think.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But
So
if it's going to get you 10-point victory points per
So
shot,
I think really
with gunnery teams.
it's only the second player's going to be scoring this out.
Yeah.
Because no one's
player's
dropping
getting
no one's
nothing.
dropping 2 accuracy die. Unless you've got something like you've rolled 2 accuracy on your
You roll 2
core
accuracy and blanked everything else, and you
Yeah.
go, well, I might as well have 10 points. I've done nothing. I
Yeah.
might as well have 10
I'll
points.
take the 10 points.
Yeah.
Cheers. Meanwhile, the other player's doing that every single
So you
shot.
have to build your list around that objective, really, to get
I don't know.
the most out of it.
I think it's a
Not
I think it's a strong.
necessarily.
If you've got accuracy heavy steel with dual flotillas, I think that's a strong play
Yeah.
as a counter to what
And-
if they brought something that you don't need your accuracies for.
Good with Torrent Fire as well, because whatever you roll into with blues, just, even if you roll
Captain
the accuracy.
Jonas.
Captain Jonas. Yeah, it's pretty, yeah.
Oh, that's outrageous.
Just not even use it. Just
That's
use
10
it for
points.
10 points.
That's not okay.
Yeah, just,
And if you can
I'll
get him,
take an accuracy, I'll
where
spend
he's in range 1 of 2 ships, and you shoot them simultaneously with a gunnery team, you get 20 points for every Captain Jonas.
Or
point.
just spam raiders and double R. I don't want to see spam raiders again.
It's cool, but I guess, and what it might do actually is it would be, the thing I hate about red objectives at the moment is just no one picks them because they're so bad. Because like advanced gunnery on like a home one or something, like do not pick that, it's horrendous. And then most wanted, generally,
See, I love most wanted.
don't pick that.
I really
if you've got a big ship and they've got a flotilla, just don't pick most wanted.
Or do it and see what they do.
Yeah,
the wrong shit.
Get cocky with it.
So I found a lot of my games, people look to go, no, not taking the red, it's between the blue and the yellow. That actually is
What's the-
good,
what's the other
but it's
one?
also balanced enough that they might go, I might take that. So it means they're not just going to jump into yellow and blue
I think
straight away.
it's. I don't know. I think you fall trapped with that one. If I see that, I'm thinking, well, there's no way I'm scoring points off this. Look at their ships. They got a few accuracy upgrades that to go. Oh, you could easily get 30 points a turn for nothing really. And the victory bands are quite tight. What's easier? Kill a Corvette that's nipping around, maybe with a Kraken at speed 4,
Yeah.
or just like fire a little bit and just turn your dice to 3 points.
Yeah.
You need to attack 5 times to get accuracies to equal a Corvette kill.
That's true. If there's a Corvette at long range that you just can't kill,
Just take the points.
you're just like, well, I'll take a couple of victory tokens to try and.
Cool. So yeah, I think that one's...
Not bad. Good for
What
your
do you
list with eight things, because if you just roll accuracy, so I'll just take the points.
Well, eight
I'll just take the
Gazantes.
points. Yeah, eight Gazantes.
Gazantes, what's your max firepower? Dice output of 8 Gazantes? Is it as much as like an actual firepower list?
You only put out one blue.
You get one blue from each arc, basically.
Fair. So we max 16. What's the average? Yeah, 4 accuracies a turn. You can definitely beat that with home border or like H9s or something.
Yeah, the 134 points of squadrons are.
Yeah.
Dicking your ships over at the same time. It's not just.
You always
a list to roll.
You always say that. True. That's what I say. I think it's one that if you spec your accuracies, taking that's going to be a really good kind of like just in case you don't come across against a list.
I think and like you might get 50, 60, 70 points at the end.
Yeah. I mean,
you wouldn't have had.
If you spec that way, your opponent's never going to pick it, but they're going to drop something else instead. So.
Cool. Next
one, jamming barrier. On this one's yellow. You place all obstacles as normal, excluding the station and replacing the debris field with the 2 dust field, which we already said.
So that's another thing about the red one is actually that's 8
extra
everywhere.
This is 6. Yeah.
It's just the same as usual.
Yeah.
After deploying fleets, the second player places 2 objective tokens in the setup area at distance 1 to 5 of each other. Special rule: while attacking, if the line of sight is traced across the line between the 2 objective tokens, the attacker must choose to remove half the dice from the attack pool, rounding down before rolling. That's quite strong.
What you use it for? Because it affects both. It does nothing for the only advantage the second player gets is they get to place them, right?
Yeah,
they do. Yeah.
It's the same. But once it's down, it's the same effect for both players.
Very good again. If you've got a heavy bomber list, you don't want to be shot.
So
you're just not getting shot. Yeah, you just.
You just put it in front of you. It makes fighter list better because they needed it.
I'm really thinking in combination with the previous one. If you just spam H9 MC30s, like if you're against a gunline list, well, yeah, okay, they try to shoot you till you want them. And once you want them, you threw your jamming field anyway, because they're not going to pick the one that benefits you the best against their list.
Yeah, so
jamming barrier, you probably might pick it because you think it's not that good, but if you just stuck it there in front of their big hitters,
it's good against like multiple ship.
I think if I was doing
Corvettes, isn't it?
Close range, like you say, close range. If I was running a close range list and someone had like a long range Akbar gunnery list, I would want them to choose this, and I can be like, well, okay.
Sorry,
you add 2 red dice.
There's no way
and then remove half of them.
There's no way an Akbar player picks this.
No.
Absolutely no way. They're all about rolling bare, naked, unmodifiable dice, getting lucky and one-shotting an ISD out of nowhere to take the sneaky win every game.
Yeah, I'm sure this will be good, but I'm just not convinced I'd ever use it, to be honest.
I think it's really,
I think if. But
for a fighter list, yeah, absolutely.
Spaffy word,
which is nearly every list at this point in time.
But it just doesn't seem like.
I think it'd be great if I had like a close range list. But then I'm thinking, if I've got a close range list, I'm going to be wanting to go first and picking from their objectives.
Yeah,
and then they're going to have that in their.
Out of a yellow objective, though, I would definitely take that if I had my Yavaris list, because I just do not want to be hit. I want to get in close. I want to get my bombers in.
Yeah, you know what your
I don't want ISD hitting me.
Yeah, absolutely. I can completely see for that, but
all the other yellows that currently are rubbish compared to.
Agreed. I'm trying not to play lists like that at the moment. It's just because they're everywhere.
I'm still just loving my no squadron list.
All right,
it's working for me. Works for me.
Cool. What's next up? The blue.
Blue. Okay, so we have got salvage run. Another debris field one. It's a blue objective. Set up. The second player places the station in the centre of the play area. Then, starting with the second player, the players alternate placing the remaining obstacles, adding the 2 dust field obstacles at distance 1 to 5 of the station. After placing obstacles, the second player places a total of 4 objective tokens in the setup area. Each token must be at distance 1 of the station and beyond distance 1 of all other objective tokens. After deploying the fleets, each of the second player's ships gets a navigate token. Special rule: when a player's ship reveals a command dial, that player may choose 1 objective token at distance 1 of that ship and move from the play area to gain 1 victory token. Victory token of this objective being worth 20 points.
Nice.
So my first thought is, that's a lot of words.
Yeah.
And in my experience, like a lot of players, they don't pick the wordy objectives.
Yeah. To me, I've read it through a bit, and it seems cool for if you want to play a game that has it has 8 obstacles, I think. Yeah, because you have the 2 dust fields in, but you're not really. Because the 4 objective tokens, although the second player places all of them, they have to be within distance 1 of the station, which by default has to be in the middle of the play area. Yeah. So you can have 4 like just on your side, and they've got to be distance 1 from each other. So you could probably get 4 just about on your side.
Yeah.
And I guess
it feels like another contested outpost.
Well, actually,
it's only 80 points though, maximum.
Yeah.
As a fluffy player, I really like this because effectively you've got the station in the middle.
It's a blue version.
It has to be ringed.
Exactly.
It has to be ringed by obstacles.
Yeah.
And all your tokens around that thing.
Yeah.
So you've got a really clear defined central point.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Oh,
It's like a contested outpost where I'm just going to stay at the back here.
It's
I'm
cool
going to
and
sit on it with
fluffy.
a super cheap VSD and run a
It's
fireball
cool and
down the other
fluffy,
side.
and I guess it favours big ships in that you will chuck a 14-hull Motti ISD through, and it'll take a bit of damage from all the obstacles. It doesn't matter, but you can't really chuck flotillas through this because they'll just get blown up.
You've seen Serenity.
Yeah.
The movie and all the ships are merging through the swirling gas clouds, and for me, I love this. I mean,
It's a great fluff-wise, but I don't know, and you get a nav token. Who cares?
Everyone wants nav tokens.
Yeah, which is why you just take a navigator first and take a nav token.
all my ships that love nabbing are Command 1.
Yeah.
So they want to stack something else.
And if you want to use it to make your speed higher, just set your speed up higher on turn 1. I don't know. It's probably better than the.
I would say I think it's very unfair to those players who rely on Garbo Liblis as their admiral.
All those hundreds of people out there.
It's distinctly cutting into his game.
Bring back the Garm meta.
Garm was savage with the course.
Was he?
with wave one?
He was.
I've never seen anyone use it.
He was in.
I used to have good success with Garm.
That's probably because you're such a great player, though, Matt. Rather than Garm being any kids.
Hashtag Dubai meta.
I think that's. I think what you say, Matt. It's really cool, fluffy, looks awesome on the table, but
I do think as well. It's like a lot of some of these objectives go, where both players go for it. You just know that they're both in the middle. Good activate, you take one. Unfair, I take one. Also, we both got 40 points each. It cancels out.
What kind of list is this going to be good with?
Interdictor.
Because you can just make a little path through the middle, and just move them out of the way.
It's going to be like parting of the Red Sea. Come on, tokens.
That's awesome. Yeah. Any other lists this will be good with?
I just think it's a blue contested outpost. It's essentially the same thing.
Less points.
You've got to go to it, though.
You need to sit on the station.
All right.
It's less points.
It's less points.
So you're not sitting on the station because you have to. It's when you reveal a command you find one. It's the Intel sweep, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you reveal a command you hope within one. So your other guys have to slow down, don't they? Your ships have to slow down so you don't overshoot them and go past them.
It could be good for mid-speed lists. So it seems to me you've got a lot of sort of heavy fighter spam, and you've got your TRCs. You've got high maneuver TRCs.
Yeah.
You've got your slow roll block of clever, tricky little Yavarisi, malarkey shenanigans that rolls up slowly and really wants to slight hit stuff. You don't see many of those kind of mid-speed lists anymore that kind of do a bit of it. Maybe because Yavaris obviously you head towards the middle. I think it's fast enough to get there, I suppose, isn't it, for the middle? I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It's tricky to think of a list.
I'm trying to think of something that this would be any good for. And
just that monkey. How many stickers should you get a list?
Not all objectives.
This might be one of those slow burn ones that becomes good after you've played for a while and you've worked something out.
Minefields.
Yeah, like Minefields, and I've actually really loved Endangered Set. Yeah, nobody played Minefields at the start.
I love Minefields.
But now it's actually really cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's so wherever I go, I hit something. Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, or you've got a Jags list and I haven't, and you've made me deploy into the front of your Jags list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might be one of those, but I can't see me slotting it into any archetypes that I run currently.
I think there's better options for every type of list than that objective.
Yeah. All right, next up.
We have a red card. We have Station Assault. Place obstacles as normal, excluding the station. Then the second player places 2 stations in the setup area. Each station must be placed beyond distance 1 of all other obstacles and beyond distance 3 of both players' edges. Both stations are unarmed stations, placed both unarmed station cards near the second player's ship's cards. Okay, so it's just another ship currently for the player 2. Special rule, first player's ships and squadrons cannot resolve an unarmed station's effect to discard damage cards or recover hull points when they overlap it. So I guess it's just useful to the second player. There's 40 points up to play for this one. So second player gains 40 points for every unarmed station that isn't destroyed. The first player gains those points for destroying the stations.
And I think an unarmed station, so there's a card that'll tell you how much damage it has.
It's 10.
I'm assuming Karina will come with another station as well. They're not forcing a double course.
No. If you want to play with this mission, you have to go and spend another 80 quid on a course just to get the station.
There goes my convenient excuse to go for multi-BSD.
I think there's an objective later on where you have to have multiple GARMs.
So
It's an interesting one.
For me, it's a difficult one because it's 80 points if they don't kill it.
Defending
if they kill one,
stations,
it's nothing. They don't have to kill both. They just have to shoot one. Just focus fire one down.
Yeah.
And then it's 0-0 because you get 40 points each.
I think maybe again because you're forcing a focal point. So if you've got a list that's really sort of firepower and toughness,
and I guess they might be saying as well, if you because it's 10 focus, well, you can spend 10 damage on that, which is a lot of damage.
yeah.
Granted, there's no defense tokens. There's no brace.
Well, let's say you could place them right next to each other within one, so you could just stick them both right in front of you and just defend. So it's going to be a boring game.
Might VSD gunnery.
Well, I mean, as long as you get to the enemy and hold them up, even if you ram into them, you still sit in a plus 80.
You know what's going to be amazing? Interdictor.
Move them.
You
love the interdict.
I mean, I sort of wish they had a couple of shields, maybe like a couple of those hoppers with shields
Or some tokens.
Well, you have your projection experts and the interdict stick your interdictor next to it.
That'd be kind of cool, but then I guess it'd be hard to do. Like
once you start synergizing your competitive list to unarmed stations, you might be missing out on some of the key focuses of the game.
Yeah, you're getting a niche. I think it's cool, but compared to some of the red ones like
it's not
Wanted or Advanced Gunner, are you ever going to take it over that?
Maybe if you're bored, watch something different.
Again, yeah. So you're right. So
Again,
get it for Corellian conflict for cool narrative campaigns, cool.
Yeah.
But maybe not an instant impact on competitive meta.
Or maybe they'll be thinking that.
What's interesting is this unarmed. Does that mean we're going to see some armed stations in some of the later ones?
I thought there was.
Is there an armed
If
station
I'm playing a campaign, I'm arming the
ones?
stations, Ricky. You're not coming in with your virus in the campaign taking my stations out.
It's going to be my station shooting twice with your virus.
Oh no, Ricky's such a bad man.
I know, because it's a shit probably. So,
But the station doesn't move.
Okay. Should we move on to the next one?
Blockade run. So I got that one. Blockade run. Red objective. Set up. The 3-foot edges of the play area become the player edges. Each player's deployment zone is within 2 range ruler lengths of his edge. That's 2 feet.
Yep.
The second player places all obstacles. Obstacles must be placed in the play area beyond 2 range ruler lengths of both player edges and beyond distance 1 of the other obstacles. The second player assigns 1 objective token to each of his ships. When a ship with an objective token is destroyed, the first player gains 1 victory token. End of the game. The second player gains 1 victory token for each ship with an objective token within the first player's deployment zone.
so race to the end.
Yeah. So it's a race. My first on this was like, so they've noticed that a lot of games happen on only 1 2x3 play now. And they found a way to leave it into there. But effectively, if you chop off the starting areas of this, you ended up with, what's that, a 5x3?
So if we get our head around this, so it's just a 6x4 normally.
Yeah.
So the
2x3.
So was it a 6x? No, it's a 6x3 normally. Isn't it? Yeah. So the short edges become the player edges, and then you can deploy up to 2.
So you can effectively be 2 feet from the enemy, 2 range runners from the enemy, turn 1.
Well, that's the same as normal. You'd be 2.
It's usually 2 1/3, isn't it?
You'd be 2 foot and a bit.
Oh, yeah,
Distance 3. But you could deploy right on your table edge and be 6 foot away from them.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
You're not going to want to do that if you're trying to race to the end, though, are you? You want to be close.
Is that what you've got to do? You've got to get to
one person has to get to the other side.
I mean,
not die.
I love this. My current multi-corvette Liberty Maydeen list because that's getting through. There's no way you're stopping that. Like,
it's just going to drive past. They're
not even going to TRC. They're just going to take off. We're out.
It's going to keep the evade tokens.
Yes, GG. Nice try, B-Wings and Uvaris. Run away for all the points.
Corvettes and engine techs.
But again, if you're running that kind of list, you go for the initiative bid.
Yeah.
Well, and also if you're running that kind of list, no one's going to pick this.
No.
So you get to pick it, wouldn't you? If you win the initiative bid.
This is another list.
You see this.
If you see it in somebody else's list.
So if you're good bidding for initiative, you don't really care.
Because the second player's got to get through.
Yeah.
It's the person who has the objective in their list has got to do it. Yeah, so you're not going to...
You just wouldn't build for this.
I think it really helps some lists.
But hang on, it's at the end of the game, right?
Yeah.
So you've got to get in the end of the game. So I just move up 2 feet and sit on 1. or like turn sideways, and then you jump into my zone, and you're just sat there, and you've got to either fly off the board or turn around and come back towards me.
Yeah, fair. Okay, yeah.
So I think this one takes a bit of getting your head around.
It benefits more ships as well. That's kind of
So does each ship get
every ship gets 20 points?
But the more you lose, the more they get. But the more you get through, the more you get.
So the 8 flotilla Kraken swarm.
Yeah, that's a lot of points.
Get 160 points for the win. Just fly through. Yeah, it sounds like really interesting. It'd be a very different game. Very different game to other games.
Really mixing it up.
Keep it fresh, definitely.
That's what the idea
I like it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Just a drive-by feel. I think maybe this will...
Drive-by.
Maybe,
That's what Armada has been lacking for me, that drive-by
mode.
Clearly you haven't played enough like naked Akbar Red Dice. That's gangster ass.
That is drive-by, yeah. All right, Sensor net.
Blue again. After placing obstacles, the players alternate placing a total of 4 objective tokens in the setup area. Starting with the first player, each token must be placed in the setup area beyond distance 5 of both players' edges, beyond distance 3 of all other objective tokens. Special rule, when a ship reveals a command dial, if it's at distance 1 of at least one objective token, its owner gains 1 victory token. Then, its owner chooses one of the objective tokens. The opposing player must move that token. If he is the first player, he moves the token so it's at distance 1 to 2 of the current location. If he is the second player, he moves it so it's at distance 1 to 4 of its current location.
15 points.
15 points.
That is a lot of words again, isn't it? What's going on here? What is going on?
It's like a more advanced version of the previous Intel Sweep.
It is, yeah.
Like more
that you can
version.
move.
Yeah. So, but with Intel Sweep, you go, okay, right, I'll send 1 Corvette, 1 Raider, 1 Flotilla. It'll go loop around something. You look at it, start the game, okay, right, turn 1, go here, with this bearing, I'm set up here, go there. Because you can get 3 or 4 for your ships. But they're going to move.
The tokens stay there as well.
It just moves.
What, these?
Yeah.
The tokens stay there, so you get 15 points each time you get one, and then you get to move
in front
it as
of you
well.
to just collect it on the next turn.
Yeah.
You just have it keep moving up the board with you.
So you can get kind of slow roll in front of you. Maybe you get your speed right, but that's what your opponent's doing it, so they see your bearings.
Yeah, so
the other player
could be led
moves
away
it,
from the fight with it.
The other player moves it, yeah. So you can move it towards you, or away from them, or behind them.
So it's like if a ship comes in and reveals, and it's got a
choices.
It's got
This is going to be mind blowing.
It's got a token to one side of it. It reveals its dial, and the other player gets to move it by a certain distance, depending on if he's the first or second.
They're not going to move it in front, are they?
No, they're behind.
He's obviously going to move it away.
They get it on the second time.
Yeah, because
you move behind, they get it next turn.
No, because they're
potentially.
It's too confusing for me.
It depends on the size of your ship.
That's on the reveal before they move.
And it depends on the size of the base as well.
You drop your speed to 0 and stay where you are. And then collect that token next turn.
Worth it. I mean,
yeah, it would be.
Defense tokens are overrated.
I'm literally not going to comment on this mission because I think I'm going to have to play it about 5 times before I really know what the tactics are with it and how it works. But it sounds awesome. It sounds like so much fun.
I'd be very tempted to just kind of like, as soon as nobody gets one, I'll put it in front, but the wrong way from the fight. So like, okay, they just lead people away.
Yeah.
Hammer what you want to. Just like, whatever. Yeah,
There's so many options.
Yeah,
I guess that's the thing. Yeah, if you make them turn their ship so they put the Naught shield facing hold zone that they have now.
Yeah.
Facing all your cannons, but they're like, oh, but I can get those 15 points. It's like,
I have you now.
Yeah. Don't do it there and regret it, and then they kill a squadron or something, and then that 15 points means they win the 6-5 instead of you winning the 6-5 because they got that last 15 points before that, and then flew off into the sunset.
I don't think I've ever had a game with anything other than like an 8-3 or like higher for whichever way it went.
Your lists are pretty much all or nothing. So you lose or you win. So you win big, you lose big.
So it's a rebellion. What do you want?
Yeah.
So I think, what do you think?
I think you'd move them out of the way.
What sort of lists? Like Akbar lists?
Lots of ships, I think.
Yeah.
So you've always got something. You're limiting where they can put stuff that you won't be able to claim it again.
It's almost like it would work really well with a flotilla spam.
It's a lot of these objectives that seem to be.
It's almost like trying to encourage people to Well, I don't want to say
Buy more?
buy more of the
They need to
easy
encourage
produce
people.
ones.
Basically, what I've seen on shelves in gaming shops, they need to encourage people to buy more interdictors and more liberties, not more flotillas.
Well, they should. A shop orders 8 of each thing, and everyone's like, "Hey, right, I'll take one of those. I'll only get
And
six
three
of
of each
six of them."
Yeah.
Proportion.
So how many E-Wings do you need in your next list?
All the E-Wings.
All the E-Wings. So
That was-
6 packs.
Especially current
That
Hall.
was another thing that they said at Worlds, the
Okay.
FFG organised play said. They said every single list that was at the tournament had one or more flotillas in. Every single
Cheap
list.
activation.
Great
They're
for
amazing,
them.
right?
Yeah.
How good are they?
Yeah.
How good are flotillas?
My favourite thing is to put it
Profits.
close range at the front of an ISD2 and go on in.
Yeah, do you want to waste your dice on me?
Yeah.
And if you don't roll the accuracy, you really wasted your dice.
Oh, you're leading shots. That didn't work either.
I played a game against Ben, against his sick list that he's going to probably win next week's tournament with.
Sick.
And I played an intel sweep, and I think he beat me 8-2 in the end, but he would have beaten me 10-0 if I hadn't got the last token. And I literally, he totally did me. He had this ISD right in front of it. Although I managed to get obstructed behind an asteroid, and my flotilla that was collecting it was just there in front of him, and he had initiative, and he rolled and did not get the accuracy. So I picked it up and flew off. But it was literally, it just came down. I think it was a 10-0 went to a 7 or something. It literally came down to 3 points on 75, because Intel Sweep is 75 points.
Oh yeah, whoever wins has the right
Whoever
to
wins,
get
and then he wasn't close. So it wasn't quite.
75-point swing.
It wasn't a 150-point swing, but it was a 75-point swing.
Okay, fair. Okay.
Oh no, it was 75, and the flotilla got away, and the flotilla was like 40 points because it had my.
Who's spending 4 points for flotillas? What's going on?
It had. I think it had the Gemini on it.
Cheeky.
So it was like a 115-point swing. Him not running accuracy on that.
Would you make that play in the tournament?
I wouldn't have taken the list I took there. No,
Yeah.
But no, it was.
Right, sounds good. Then.
Well, no, I had nowhere to go because my foot was heading that way.
Yeah.
So that's what I had to commit to. I just hoped that he didn't roll an accuracy, and he didn't. So.
What they need is stormtroopers running the guns. You get more hits that way. They get bad rap, stormtroopers.
All right. What's the next one?
So we just said that, didn't we? So navigational hazards. Set up. So there's a blue objective again. Set up. Place obstacles as normal, excluding the station. Then the second player places the station in the setup area beyond distance 1 of all obstacles, and beyond distance 5 of both players' edges. Special rule. When a ship overlaps an obstacle and suffers 1 or more damage, or is dealt 1 or more damage cards, the opposing fleet's owner gains 1 victory token. End of round. Starting with the second player and alternating, each player chooses 1 asteroid or debris field that does not have an objective token on it, and moves it to within distance 1 to 2 of its current location. Then he places an objective token on that obstacle. An obstacle can't be moved, so it overlaps a ship, squadron, or other obstacle at the start of the next round. Remove all objective tokens from the play area. So this is whenever your opponent hits an obstacle, takes a damage, be it shield or card.
Right.
So that's your debris and your asteroid fields. If your opponent does that, you get 15 points there on the dot. Okay, every time they do it. At the end of the round, between you and your opponent, you're moving all the obstacles distance 2. All that objective token wording, that's just a way of tracking which one's removed. And that's actually written in there. I don't think that was needed, but it could have been a much cleaner card to write, I think. But they made it clear for all those people that can't read plain written rules in English. Not that I'm bitter at all. So yeah, you've got moving obstacles in an Armada game.
Yeah.
I like that.
Every round?
This is crying out for Dodonna, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. And Jaina's Light.
I love Jaina's Light.
Because it's only when you suffer damage, obviously, Jaina's Light would not...
I think this punishes those listeners that want to move slowly, draw you into there. So maybe B-Wing Swarm. Yeah.
And there's no... Oh, there is a station, so you do get a... So, yeah, you do get a station as well. Oh, the station doesn't move. The station doesn't move, yeah.
Everything but the station.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one. It's very, very different.
Well, the objective token's just marking that...
It's just a way of tracking which one's moved already this round.
Yeah, sure.
So I don't think they need to write that into the card.
Cool. No, that seems like a lot of fun as well. Again, changes the game a little bit.
For me, it's like minefields, but more interesting.
Cool.
I mean, if your opponent really screws up, you get a lot of points.
Going to add a bit of extra time to your game.
Next one.
Yeah, some people you want to play that
Next
game.
one, Solar Corona. This is another one of those interesting ones.
So it sounds like 2 different brands of beer.
Yeah, good.
It's very strong. So there's a blue card. Setup. The first player must deploy all his ships and squadrons before the second player. After the second player deploys ships and squadrons, the second player must choose one of the 3-foot edges of the play area to be the corona. Special rules. While a ship is attacking, before resolving any attack effect, if any portion of the corona is inside the attacking hull zone's firing arc, the attacker must discard 1 die with a target icon from the attack pool if able. So it's sort of a blinding rule.
Yeah, I assume this means if
That's an accuracy.
inside your firing arc, that means if you draw a line from your
An accuracy.
base all the way into infinity, and if that line touches that edge at all at any point, you lose an accuracy from your pool.
So what you do is you deploy. You see where your opponent deploys, then you deploy on one flank. So that's the solo corona. Run down it, and then when they turn into you to try and shoot you, they're like, blinded.
Yeah, and then you've got loads of flotillas that just scatter when they shoot you.
This is super strong flotillas.
Again, why are they want?
Why do they need to make? Why do they need a buff? They don't need a buff.
I mean, maybe they're trying to draw attention to it. Maybe they're trying to make
this was
make it active
built
discussion.
for the 7 Gazanti.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't pick it.
It does feel like one of those objectives that is pointless because you put it in and everyone just goes, not even going to consider it. It's a 50-50 between the other two.
Yeah. But I mean, as you highlighted, it's the fact that like the first player deploys all his stuff, and then the second player deploys all their stuff.
I think that was really strong. So even in wave 1 and 2,
even that
before there was many squadrons, and like I used to take like Han and Dash, and that was it, and nothing else.
Yeah.
I used to take superior positions in my list because just deploying before somebody else was decent.
Yeah.
Because deployment, you can lose a game of Armada on deployment.
Yeah, completely.
You can totally lose it, and I love.
And I see you having cheap squadrons to stall me out. No, it doesn't work. You play all yours first.
I love this objective. I think
I like the theme on it, but
really
I do have to ask the question, fluff-wise. Like, why can you not afford on your like massive battleship of 1,000 people? Yeah, sunglasses.
Well, doesn't the solar radiation interfere with the instruments as well?
And sunglasses.
So that's what they're trying to say.
But if it's not,
you try looking at the sun through sunglasses and see if your eyes are still okay.
My sunglasses are excellent. I have you.
Sounds like a challenge for you, right?
Challenge.
We need someone with the background in astrophysics.
But then surely if it's some sort of like electromagnetic effect, it's that's really which way you're looking, you're getting done by it. I don't know if it's...
I think it's really good.
It's a good one.
Does anyone else think it's cool or bad?
It's thematic, it's got a cool effect, I like it.
I think I'm going to definitely put this on a flotilla list.
It's just going to be one that's not picked, so you definitely want to have
I'm going to put it on a list that it's really bad with, so people pick it and don't get to play it.
It's probably the only time you will get to play it, because no one will pick. If they know you've got loads of scatters,
I'll throw it with Hyperspace Assault and what's it called? Station Attack or whatever that was.
In competitive, it's going to be one of those ones to avoid.
Okay, next, again, this one looks like...
Another
this
one.
is helping some stuff that didn't need helping.
Ambush. Great. So this is a yellow objective. Set up before deploying fleets, the second player sets aside all of his squadrons. After deploying fleets, the second player deploys all his squadrons. Each of his squadrons can be placed as normal or a distance 1 of an obstacle. But all his squadrons must be beyond distance 5 of the first player's edge. Special rule. After a squadron performs an attack against a ship, if the defender was dealt at least 1 damage card, the squadrons are only against 1 victory token. A victory token is worth 15 points. So, in summary, the second player, who brought the objective card to the game, they get to deploy their fighters as normal, or under an obstacle. So if you've got running like a little rogue swarm, you could get on someone's flank, do something like that. But the big one is special rule. I think it's key to point out here. It says if the defender was dealt at least 1 damage card. Mm-hmm. So you've got to get hull damage on for this. It's not superior positions. You can't just shoot them in the back, take a shield off.
Sure.
That's points. You've got to get damage card on. But of course, if you're Luke, cheating like he does.
Luke Adar Talon and boosted comms, like so infamous list. One thing I've just noticed actually, it makes me think it's not as good as it originally I thought it was, is the second player has to deploy all their squadrons after deploying fleets.
Yeah, they can't.
And normally you wait out, you squadron stall, so you don't get to do that.
Yeah.
And it applies to both sides. So if they've got squadrons as well, and if you don't have squadrons, you're just not going to pick this, are you? If you've got like 55 points of A-wings, you're just not going to pick fighter.
But if you run like super cool, like named rebel rogue swarms running around doing cool stuff, I mean, a nice little ninja like out the flank here, it could be fun.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
It's extra points for
what you're doing anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the way to get the 10-0 that Ben chases after all the time.
We're saying that some of these other things could be like, there's no way they're going to pick it. This, they might pick. I think.
If they have squadrons as well, possibly, just to pick up some
Well,
points.
if you throw it, like, if you're running, was it Gazanti spam with fighters, then they're not going to want Solar Corona.
Yeah.
This is a play all of a sudden.
All right, next up.
Do we have many more? Did they reveal?
We're not. No, there's not a huge amount.
Yeah.
We get close.
Target and beacons.
Yep.
After placing, this is a red one by the way. Setup. After placing obstacles, the player alternate placing a total of 4 objective tokens in the setup area, starting with the second player. Special rule. While one of the second player's ships is attacking a ship that is at distance 1 to 2 of the objective token, that attacker may reroll up to 2 attack dice in the attack pool. No points for this one, but it's a pretty good bonus.
Yeah.
Oh God, Akbar would love this.
It's only 4 objective tokens.
Akbar would absolutely love it. As long as he's the second player. He would not love it if he's
Akbar's
the
always
first
second. Because you've got like what, 3-4 ships,
Well,
It's
and
not
you
a
need
good
them
red
to come
card.
into you.
It's not that great for some of the other red cards out there.
I'm with you, but I think that means they
draws
might
people
pick
into
it.
picking
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
It's very situational.
Like Chris is saying all these things like, nope, not picking that one, not picking that
Well,
one.
we played a game, didn't we? And I had home 1. And I had advanced gunnery, and you just went, nope. What are your other two? You saw me. You saw me on my free, and you saw as I pulled them over. You saw advanced gunnery in the top, and you just went, nope, straight away.
I think it's
What are your other two? Let's have a look.
It's a potential picker, but it's just it's okay. It's not.
Honestly, I know, I love that. I mean, like when you're running your big Akbar broadside, so I used to, running at least as a bare minimum, you've got 2 assault frigates, you've got your MC-80 with Akbar. So you're putting out 5 or 6. You have little James Light there with slave turret. That's a 5 red die attacker outside with Akbar.
But you're going to avoid it. You're not going to want to go near those tokens. You're going to
There's 4
try.
of them, Mike.
Yeah,
It's not
quite
too
hard
many
to
in
do.
a.
I bear in mind the red range. There's a lot of the board covered. I think.
It's 1 to 2 of an objective token, and 1 is really big. So 1 to 2 is effectively the width of the token, and then 1 to 2 each way. So it's quite a big circle.
So you see, I'm getting more encouraged. I mean, you're a top tier player, Ricky. You're very good. But the fact that you think it's not threatening is making me think I can get this in now.
Yeah.
I'm reevaluating.
You're going to fall foul of it.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll be destroyed by it.
If you're thinking, no, but I mean, if you're rolling 5 or 6 red die, which you should be doing with your Akbar boards, unless you go for like a TRC Akbar side list, getting up to 4, you're going to get at least 1 or 2 blankets each one, and that's usually just dead. Unless you want to spend far too much money on turbo lasers you don't need. I think this will make it so consistent, which is what the Akbar broadside is lacking.
I'm not saying it's rubbish, but I just think there are.
I don't want the broadside to be consistent. It's too scary.
Yeah, that's too that is, yeah.
Akbar's back, baby. Let's go.
That's a good one. Yeah. Right. Next, planetary ion cannon.
Yeah,
I love this one.
This one sounds fun.
Have you got it, or Georgia?
It's yours. Go for it.
Planetary Iron Cannon, yellow objective, set up. After placing obstacles, the second player places 3 objective tokens in the play area beyond distance 5 of both players' edges. Special rule. At the end of the command phase, the second player may choose 1 enemy ship at distance 1 to 3 of an objective token and remove that token from the play area to perform an attack against that ship. The attacker is treated as if it is a ship with a battery armament of 4 blue dice, but is not friendly to any ship or squadron. The attack is treated as being at medium range, cannot be obstructed, can target any of the defender's hull zones, has the following critical effect. Blue crit. The defender must choose and exhaust one of his defense tokens. No victory point value for this card. So it's Hoth.
Free
It's
damage.
hot. Yeah. It's really thematic. It's really cool.
Someone's firing large shots from a ground-based cannon into those Star Destroyers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a fan of no point victory cards because it forces you to focus on more core aspects of the game rather than trying to.
But it makes it the ones with points make it easier to win big, which is what you need to win tournaments.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
I still like to see
don't
it.
know that I like it. I think it'd be fun to play, but I just don't know. I mean, you can target any hull zone, which is cool because people are pushing shields around redirecting. You can just hit them on the side with no shields on. But and it can't be obstructed. It's 4 blue dice though. And it's not friendly to any ships, so you can't
Potentially
reroll it.
just
You
kill
can't.
a flotilla straight out.
You could.
Yeah.
I mean,
Especially when it's running around the Admiral.
A non-Motti flotilla. Yeah.
Oh,
non-
Marty.
Well, no, you said it can be. Oh, you can be scattered. They can. You need a target.
You need accuracy and 3
accuracy,
damage. Yeah, you need, 4 damage. You need 4 damage to kill a normal one. So you can't kill one. You can't one shot flotilla.
shield off.
Yeah.
But I think
you get a crit. You just remove the scatter.
I think
No, but
they choose.
They choose.
They choose after they've spent their defense tokens.
I think
And if they spent their scatter, then the crit is not in your tool.
I think you play this sort of like in the middle of the board, ready to go. See, I think you should be able to get 2 of these off in a game, maybe.
Yeah.
You don't
How big are they? They're 1 to 3.
What?
So that's like a stick. Is that like a whole 2? That's like 3. Not. It's more than 3/5 of a stick, right?
Really good for the radio. This.
Well, people know how long a stick is.
It's about yay long.
Can you not see my hands?
Yeah,
It's
It's a good if you put it just in front of your ships and let them just have to fly through it to get
I
to
think you can probably block out most of the setup area.
Yeah, I think you definitely get 1 off. I think you should get 2.
If you put them so there's less than a ship's width between the area between each of them, you could basically mean they have to fly out into the non-setup area to get round.
It's not after obstacles,
right?
Yeah.
So
It's after obstacles, so you could force obstacle heavy on one side.
yeah.
But you see where they place one, and then you put your 3 in that bit there. They're not going to go that way. They're not going to work at the obstacles.
Yeah.
Let's get right around the outside, then you've
But
got
then,
one.
you
So
know
you go
what?
a bit heavy on the other side.
Interdictor, partner of the Red Sea, move the obstacles around.
Right.
The tokens stay where they are.
From that such interdictor meta is coming.
You're really dying to bring it back.
You want one of these objectives to just be.
Sorry, was that-
Well, to be fair, we did say the interdictor needed some objectives to it.
Yeah.
So
Or was that you're going to bring the interdictor meta back?
to be fair,
It was
dust,
there for that one night.
moving dust fields could be really strong.
Yes.
Because you're blocking lines of sight and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Moving dust clouds.
And you can take 3 dust cloud objectives.
Can you? I thought it was 2.
Two.
Just 2.
Oh, you mean
There's one for each
objective
colour.
ones.
There's one for each colour.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. Right, I see what you mean. Yeah.
So you can force dust clouds.
Yeah.
When you move it as well, do you rotate it? And
Oh, maybe.
I think you can. It's in the FAQ actually.
Yeah.
We looked at that, didn't we, on our previous episode that we've now.
We were like, oh, that's so obvious.
But that wasn't one of the ones we said was so obvious.
But I think the other cool thing about this is the blue crit
Yeah,
effect.
here it is. I've got it. Obstacles moved with grab shift reroute are restricted from overlapping tokens, obstacles, and ships. If an obstacle overlaps one or more squadrons, move overlap squadrons out of the way. An obstacle moved with this effect can be rotated as long as no part of the obstacle is beyond distance 2 of the original position.
Right.
Oh, that's going to be tricky.
You can't just like swing it around.
I think given they're so long,
Yeah.
as soon as you start swinging, you've got the whole like.
You wouldn't be able to rotate them much, but you might be able to spin them a certain way.
I think
you want
if
them
you start
to.
rotating them, you quite rapidly hit a 2-inch move from one part of it.
Yeah,
So you could, if you spun on the middle, you can make it a bit. If you keep it exactly as,
you could do it at 90 degrees.
But what's
couldn't you?
the original
You could do it at 90
position? Like, if you
because they're long and thin, you just want to do a 90 degree, not a 180.
they look like they're big. They might not be as big as we think, but they
No, I think
look.
it's
when they turn up and they're like,
It's never as big as
I think what it means is no part can move more than 2.
fair.
No part of it can move more than 2
yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
So, but you spinning it only 90 degrees would still be, which is what you want to do. If it's
really
long and
effective,
thin,
yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
I think a really key part.
Still not enough to make me ever put a dictionary in any list, but there you go.
I think back to the card itself. I think the timing is really important. At the end of the command phase, it's before HAL activates. It's before all the ships are activating. Okay, so this is not. You're not looking for this to kill a ship. You want to maybe punch out shield facing, for then your first activation to go in.
Yeah.
You know, if I've come in with the Liberty because
And the,
it's super cool and it flies really fast and really maneuverably. If you can push the shields first, that's so much damage to get through.
And also, if you can exhaust its redirect as well,
Yeah.
or something like that, or if you've got Avenger lurking,
Yeah.
I don't know. So exhaust one of his defense. One.
Oh no, they choose. Sorry, the defender chooses.
That's very male centric there. His defense token. Very interesting. So if you go for a big ship that you want to knock a shield off, they're going to have lots of defense tokens. They're going to do a contain or something on multiple of.
Yeah.
It's useful, but if you had the choice, would you rather them flip a defense token, or would you rather them take a crit to the hull?
Probably take a crit. To that.
Yeah.
It's
So
an
it's there-
If I was choosing, I'd rather do it.
It's there mostly just in case it's just go pings on the shields.
Is it a choice or is it just
It's
all
their
they have?
choice.
No, like your choice about the crit blue.
I think it has to be that.
You have to use that.
I don't think it can be the standard critical effect.
No.
Could it? It has the following critical effect. It's an attack that has the following critical effect. But don't all attacks have a standard
I don't
result,
know.
like first damage.
Good question.
first up.
Maybe this is something that's going to be
In the
FAQ
fact,
Already, before it's even out.
Yeah, but
People
unless does it say
I don't know, I
does it say
think-
all attacks have a crit effect, or all ships have a crit effect? Probably just says all attacks because squadrons do it as well.
I thought that was it. Yeah, if you have if you have a crit die, you can resolve
Yeah,
the
yeah,
effect.
yeah. That's what
But
I'm
you
saying.
don't have
I'm
to
not.
choose
I'm wondering whether it said. I was just wondering
Yeah.
whether it said ships have the following. Whereas,
Fair.
and this isn't a ship. But
No,
I don't
fair
know. But it's going to not going to be that because it's squadrons as well.
But young Chris, it is a ship. Does it not say? Because the attack is treated as if it is a ship with a battery arms
So
on the
yeah,
floor.
there you go. Yeah, could be.
Where's the microphone?
Could be.
I can't drop that.
No. So
You're
you
looking
can
it
take the
up.
crit, or you can take the loss of.
The standard critical effect is
Just everything. Every attack has it, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I don't know.
really
The
say.
jury's out on that one for me. It's thematic, awesome. I'd love to play Hoth. I'd love shitloads of rebel transports flying away, and then ISDs taking one hit. It's going. I can't do anything. It's one of the worst CGIs in that film.
I'm going to start building lists and I pick objectives first. You know, was it Hive Labs list builder? Like by far, like the best one for Armada, like without a doubt.
Armada Warlords.
That's the one, yeah. Yeah, it starts off the objective, doesn't it? At the top.
Yeah.
Now we know why.
Yeah.
Pick the fluff,
Pick that
and then
first.
work out how you're going to make a viable
Make
list.
a list for the fluff.
Forget the commander, or forget.
All right.
I think it's cool for Avenger, maybe.
Yeah,
But people are unlikely to exhaust the token that you need them to exhaust. But if they've only got one token, if you beat them down and somehow they've got one
Plus,
token.
you've probably
left-
got overload pulse anyway.
Yeah,
So
but
what's it
No, trust in the one-shot iron cannon.
or for that, or just stripping off the shields of one facing, just before you activate your bombers to go mad at it, so you can get all your Y-wings to have all the crits.
And the crit doesn't need the shields to be down for it to take effect.
Key and Farlander.
Yeah, a key and Partlander as well. Those sorts of things, I think it's going to be cool. But I think that's the end of all the exploit
That's
objectives.
all
We've done. Yeah, is it
next one
Salvage
loops-
Run?
loops
Yeah.
back round.
Just some savage,
Cool.
savage card art.
Yeah, I'm just massively looking forward to some more thematic stuff because I'm kind of getting a little bit tired of 134 points of squadrons with 2 intels coming across the board for me, and I'm sending 134 points of squadrons with 2 intels straight back across the board.
Have you ever
Kind of a little bit.
You ever thought to yourself, what does the word Uvaris actually mean? Like, where does this come from?
Yeah.
It's not going to change, I don't think, at all on the next wave. Maybe the wave after, but
I don't know, those objectives might mix things
Maybe.
up a little bit.
and the ships abilities, we don't know what they come with. Yeah, for the most part, we know some of them,
The squadrons, yeah.
but the squadrons are. You're getting a whole pack of new squadrons. They're not going to be crap. They're going to be good.
What colour was the objective that you can sack off your accuracies for 10 points?
I think it was it? Oh, it was red. I think it was red.
Was it red?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
red.
that's a shame.
Yeah.
Squadrons are
It's gonna be
strong.
interesting.
They're still going to be
There's
strong for a while.
There's a lot of potential new objectives to play around with. It's funny because the way objectives work at the moment, there's certain ones that are just so overplayed. I want to have a day where we
You're not allowed to use them. You can't use any of the old ones this day.
You must play Armada the way I tell you to now.
This objective, even if I am first player.
No, I think I'm gonna start when I see the new ones in other people's lists, I'll be like, oh, let's see how that plays.
Yeah, that's what all my opponents used to say when it's on minefield, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting. I look
It'll
forward
be fun.
I look forward to them.
Okay, just want to talk very briefly about they changed the track. They've announced about regionals coming in. I think it starts again in. Oh, sorry, Store Champ starts again in May because I think Worlds is going to be in May.
Yes.
And the only thing I wanted to mention, because I think we've obviously heard that before, is that they're talking about in one of the articles having some of the World's attendance cards, 2 of the World's attendance cards in each Store Champs kit.
Like that.
Ooh.
How cool is that?
We're seeing Recon
No,
card?
because it'll be the whatever the next
yeah.
one is for Worlds.
This one.
It's fine. I bought one on eBay for 20 quid. You can have it for 50. And I'll even roll over and let you 10-0 me with it as well. Because I couldn't stop you. So.
Play for it.
At
No
Worlds?
holds barred, no Uvaris match off.
Yeah, we could do that. Everyone puts 10 quid in. Winner takes the card. Yeah. So anyway, and apparently they're also going to try and encourage stores to show Worlds on the Twitch feed at the store during the store championships because the first weekend of store champs will be the Worlds.
As long as you get to play another game at the same time as you're watching it.
Yeah, you just want to see two massive bomber lists go into each other and both die.
Yeah.
Actually, I find it interesting if I was playing it for the minutiae, possibly.
Yeah.
But it's very hard without, unless you've got a professional commentator. I mean, they're very good, the guys who do Twitch streams. Unless you know someone who knows the game super in depth,
Yeah.
can kind of to the point where they can almost see exactly, just know about what's going on in the film, what's happening, and break it down for the audience. I know we can use a lot of jargon sometimes, which maybe we shouldn't, but Yeah, so a lot of people. You look at the Twitch stream; it's obvious when a commentator says something that, like, "Oh, do you play the game?"
Yeah,
more prevalent maybe the X-Wing ones possibly than the Armada.
Yeah, I think the commentary was pretty good for the worlds they had for FFG. But I know what you're saying with the squad, because it's much more fiddly with the squadrons. With like X-Wing, there's 3 ships aside or whatever. You know what they're going to do. But with Armada, there's like 4 ships aside and like 12 squadrons aside. It's loads of upgrades. It's much more fiddly. So
it's 2.5 hours long.
You've got to bring the squadron dials in so you can rotate the damage track without picking the thing up.
Cool.
But I think it goes, talk about the all-rest play thing, I think it goes speaks a lot to FFG. The kind of community sense that you always lives after.
I think they're brilliant. And that means we're going to have a really intense, because we're having regionals in January. Well, we haven't got any stores. They're
skipping stores, So
we've got the summer kit next week. We've got regionals in January. Then presumably nationals will be March-ish sometime. Worlds in May.
Sweet
and then
league.
Straight back into store.
Yeah.
Don't forget the league.
No, Corellian Conflict. That's just a campaign.
I'm assuming Wave 6 comes out in between there sometime.
You got a league kit for that?
It's a campaign kit, yeah. It's not like a league, it's the proper campaign.
We turn up with
3 or 4 games.
Smash the campaign out in a day, and then go home with our alt arts.
All the alt arts. Everything participation.
Yeah, everyone gets
that's a good play by FFG. Especially it's a massive campaign.
It's like,
that's the right
It's
call.
like their... It's like all their...
It definitely is.
It's like all their cooperative RCG stuff. It's just like everyone gets everything.
Yeah. I don't want to be having to bring like souped up, shit, boring Reeking list or like massive Rhymer fighter ball list just because I want fucking alternative art for a thing. We'll ruin everyone's campaign. Everyone's brought fluffy lists like the Hoth list and stuff, and you've just brought a ridiculous list
who on your team
because you want to win the thing.
You're gonna like.
That's what
have all those cards.
That's what I'm saying. Matt's saying is that because everybody gets a card just for playing, I don't need to turn up with that. I can actually turn up and have fun and just play whatever fluff I want to. Because I know I'm going to get the alt arts anyway. So.
I think it's going to be. I want to see who fights over what cards when we do play.
And we just have to shuffle them all up, deal them at random.
You see, Ricky, at the end of the day, it's all about the game.
We're not just letting you have everything.
You've got to be flexible.
Exactly.
You can't just rely on one.
I thought the league kit, there's 6 different alt arts, and it comes with 6 of each.
Yeah, that's right.
So spend over 6 weeks, you get one.
No, it's not 6 weeks. You just play the Corellian Campaign pack, I think. It's not like a league.
See, I was led to believe, I thought the idea was like, if it's not over 6 weeks, you get one each time you turn up.
No, I think it's a Corellian Campaign.
We're just going to smash it in a day, aren't we?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, we'll get 6 of us. We'll all get one each. We'll all play.
Get all the cards.
I'm not waiting a 6 weeks to get that last one. I want them on a day.
And that is why you fail.
I think Jim knows that we'll play a lot there.
Yeah.
So
We do
Cool.
free publicity, you know.
yes.
Your previous podcast.
Have we mentioned?
Well,
Bristol Independent
based on
Gaming?
the figures, the vast majority of people who listen to this aren't in the UK. So
should they visit Bristol?
Probably not Bristol. Actually, and our top listener base in the UK is Stockport, so not within commutable range of Big.
Thank you, Stockport.
Thanks for nice.
And the rest of the world.
And let's be honest, it's mostly the US. So thanks US guys for listening, and well done for winning well done for winning world champs and having top 4 world champs. Good stuff.
How many
We'll try and send Ben next year and see what you can do against him.
No, but Matt will be here to cross the streams. Don't worry.
You're going to go. You're going to go and mix it up.
Wait,
with the
I thought
US.
you were going to win with Black Squadron, aren't you?
No, I'm going to lose in the final with Black Squadron.
Black Squadron, a few others, and a 350-point bid.
That's some crazy mission that doesn't really do anything.
And then you give away the initiative, so you have to pick your cards instead.
All the Dustfield missions.
Yes.
Cool.
The Black Squadron and an interdictor.
Oh God.
Can you anti-squadron fire through a dust cloud?
No.
Can you fight a bomber through a dust cloud in return?
What I've got it here.
It's obstructive.
So I got back on topic. That's
It
really
prevents ships from performing any attacks that would trace line of sight across.
So all your sneaky Y-wings who just sit there shooting through with their torpedoes.
Can't do nothing.
No, because that's obstructed. The squadron's obstructed. Yeah.
B-wings.
B-wings.
There's always a way.
Or scourges.
Or fire sprays and...
No, put them down.
Yeah.
Right, anyway.
So yeah, thanks for any feedback you've given us. I think we're going to try and change the intro and outro noise to something a bit more ear friendly this
Because
week.
they'll have heard that by now, right?
Yeah, they should have done. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah.
Are we apologising for?
They'll have heard it. So if you don't like it, then send in some feedback for next time.
Apologise for any broken eardrums.
By apologising, we're not accepting any legal responsibility for all damage incurred.
Yeah, they should have done. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah.
Are we apologising for?
They'll have heard it. So if you don't like it, then send in some feedback for next time.
Apologise for any broken eardrums.
By apologising, we're not accepting any legal responsibility for all damage incurred.
Turn on your headphones.
But yeah, we have now got a proper email address where you can submit feedback about anything you've heard or anything you'd like to hear or anything you don't like. It's
comsnoiseuk@google.com. At gmail.com, not google.com.
comsnoiseuk@gmail.com.
That's correct.
We'll have that in the info as well.
Spelled in the same way as the podcast name and the critical effect card of the same name.
Best critical effect card.
Yeah, I think I Donald it onto somebody the other day and made a point of telling them that was the thing, not the podcast.
Sorry, did you hear that I do a podcast?
Yeah.
Of the same name of this card.
Yeah. We have at least 47 listeners.
Are you going to start using that as a business card type thing?
Yeah. I'd be like a bit of a celebrity.
One day.
Right.
Oh, you're not a celebrity and you're at home. Sorry, Chris.
Anyway.
I'm going to leave quickly.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks for listening, guys. We're looking at doing roughly, when we started, we were going to think about doing about once a month, and I guess we're sort of keeping to that now. So I think our next one, we're going to try and do the tournament for next week, and we're definitely going to do that. We're going to try and fit in some feedback on the campaign. We're going to hopefully play a campaign.
Released, yeah.
If it's released, we're going to play it.
Sunk in the ship.
And hopefully...
Matt's actually going to do a special on the start of the introductory meta.
He's doing an hour Matt's Such as Corner on.
Why the grab shift reroute is the card you need.
and how it interacts with every single objective, whether you're the second player or the first player.
How he never knew true love until he bought his third interdiction.
Right, on that unwholesome note, we'll sign off and we'll see you next time.